What's up, everybody? This is the Con Man here, and today the Battlefield community has been rocked. Not by the levolution or the intense combat, but because of a cheating scandal. Hot take, I don't like it when people cheat in first-person shooters. In fact, I think it's one of the cringiest things one can do. In fact, I would honestly say your gamer card is revoked if you are caught cheating, using wall hacks, aimbots, any of that cringe stuff, man. I've never understood the point of cheating in an online multiplayer game. It defeats the entire purpose. I once did a video about the most important thing every video game needs, and that's difficulty. And if you're just cheating, you're cheating yourself too. That being said, there was a clip that went super mega holy mother of God viral with 88.6 million views. This has sparked just a tiny bit of discussion, and I wanted to chime in, maybe analyze the clip myself, look at what some other people have said, and give you my take, because it's not quite as cut and dry. Seems like for every bit of evidence where it's like, oh yeah, this person's cheating, there's something else where it's like, but are they? So this is the most locked in cat girl you will ever see, by the way.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era. That was so long ago.
It looks,
oh my god, what
looks
the
like
fuck?
some
That
pretty
was nuts.
solid clips. Uh-oh, what was that? Whoops.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
Looked like you locked onto someone behind a rock. We can't analyze it like this, okay? We're gonna have to take this into Premiere Pro and slow it down frame by frame. I think it's important to get our bearings on these things before we start seeing what people have to say. All right, so now we're in Premiere. Let's really slow this down, all right? There's some suspicious things I've noticed.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era.
Nothing.
That was so long ago.
Nothing crazy right there.
Oh my god, what the fuck? That was nuts!
Now, if we slow this down, let's see what we find. Right? So this is a 60 frame sequence. So every time I do that, that's one frame, that's 1/60th of a second. All right? So we've got this kill, right? Red X, that's the visual feedback. So this is important to see what kind of reaction time is consistent. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So about 17 milliseconds, almost a third of a second to react to the kill. That's pretty normal. That's pretty normal. The speed at which this person then locks on, but not quite. This is flicking, I feel like. That right there. It's not perfect, right? Misses a couple shots and then gets right back on target. I think, at least this clip, this doesn't look like cheating to me. Although, from my understanding, it is possible for people to play with cheats and get good enough that they can throw in these little mistakes to throw you off the scent. But nothing in this first clip stands out as cheating. I think that's real. It's just when you watch it fast, but there are mistakes there. There's mistakes.
Oh my god!
This one, however, I mean, how... That's 5 frames to go from that right on to where someone is behind the wall. That's a little suspect. Now, if you zoom in bottom left, right behind the shoulder there, there's a red dot. So, it is possible someone with map awareness knows there's someone there, and you just naturally flick over there before realizing, oh yeah, that's a wall, I can't see that person. Now, again, if you had aimbot and you could see through walls, you would just keep aiming and then almost immediately start shooting this person, right? But instead, Riley here sprints forward before realizing, okay, so that's all good. Doesn't look like he's cheating at all. Uh-oh. Until that happens, right? So what you'll notice in regular gameplay, right, is that it takes time for someone to aim to the next target. This is a weird jump. That's just one frame. That space covered in 1/60th of a second, I don't know about that. And that's right where that other guy is. So, I mean, that to me looks kind of suspect.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
You sure did. Now, again, is this person cheating if they don't secure that kill before aiming to the next person? Again, this is what makes it difficult, because you're like, well, there's these mistakes here, but some parts, it does look like they're cheating. Doesn't secure the kill, but does shoot at the guy that's currently aiming at them. Now, I'm also noticing that a lot of these kills are not headshot kills, which would make it more obvious if a lot of these clips were consistent headshots, right? Yeah, off target for those first initial shots. It's tough. It's tough to say. Ooh, but that timing, though. 6 milliseconds before... That doesn't look good. Here's my question. If Riley isn't cheating, then why aren't they playing for some kind of pro team or using these FPS talents in other games? I mean, who knows? Maybe they're super fucking good. I haven't done the research, but if this is how you're aiming in Battlefield 6, I mean, you should be playing Marvel Rivals. You should be playing Counter-Strike. I'll eat my words, by the way. I honestly can't say definitively if this person is cheating or not. At first glance, it really does look like it. You know, I would be curious to see if Riley would be able to replicate this type of aiming, accuracy, and skill on other FPS games. So here's where it gets complicated, because we have a guy like Enders, who's pretty big in the Battlefield community, saying, bro really thought he could get away with posting aim highlights without being Shroud. I believe Shroud posted a clip of him playing Battlefield 6, and while it looks kinda similar, it's not nearly as crisp, clean, or precise as Riley's. And that's what I posted, man. Posting gameplay of you cheating and pretending you aren't is one of the cringiest things a gamer can do. Blatant, obvious cheating, 48,000 likes. Why are y'all cheating in a beta, bro? Yeah, I mean... See, I hate the idea of being too confident and then getting something wrong. I would say I'm about 92% certain that Riley is using some cheats, some hacks, or some external program or software that would not fly in a competitive setting. What is interesting, however, is that Riley actually got banned on Twitch amid these cheating allegations. This is a crazy amount of like views and interactions to have.
Get it games, all of them do it.
This is strange, because like, okay, so Riley posted this hand cam footage to try to quell the allegations, but like some of those shaking movements, like why is that not being picked up? Parts of it do match. I don't know, maybe it's out of sync? I don't know, man. I'm getting far too invested in this, but you can check out the video if you'd like as well. You know, kind of come to your own conclusions. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Hi, actual former cheat dev here. Riley is cheating and using a mouse sim aimbot. Their FOV setting is around 2 to 4, minimal to no RCS reduction, probably an external. Have a nice day. Don't know what all of that means. It seems like Battlefield 6 has a pretty strong anti-cheat, as I've heard reports that over 300,000 accounts have been banned or prevented from cheating in the game. It would make sense that a less powerful version of aimbot would maybe slip through the cracks, which would explain why Riley misses some shots and it's not quite perfect when you slow it down. Apparently a mouse sim aimbot, though, is something that physically moves the mouse. Or its mouse pad. I don't know, man. But then, hi, actual former cheat dev here. Riley is not cheating and is just moving a mouse with her hand. Her sensitivity setting is likely pretty high. Probably just well practiced and talented. Have a nice day. What are we supposed to think? I don't even know if either of these people are actual cheat devs. Definitive proof Riley is cheating. Yeah, that snap, it does not look natural. Aimbot snaps onto a person she doesn't see and continues to sprint forward. If they flicked onto this person, why not shoot? True, yeah, that's the 1-2 second clip that... it's a little sus, Okay, now Riley also posted this screenshot of her OBS. And what you'll notice is that they're using a game capture source, not the full monitor Now, if you want to cheat on stream and hide the UI and the overlay, that's how you would do it. If you wanted to prove you weren't cheating, you could show the full monitors and everything that Riley sees. The thing is, snap aiming is part of the Battlefield community. It's part of the gameplay. I mean, it's not everyone who plays like this is automatically cheating. But if you wanted to get away with cheating, I'm sure there are some hacks that make it look kind of like this. This guy's really good, by the way. Honestly, like, even after looking at and reading everything, I can't say definitively if this is cheating or not. I feel like it is. There's some questions, there's some doubts in my head. In any case, I thought it'd be entertaining to put on our detective glasses, zoom in, enhance, and try to figure out whether or not these were hacks. But what do you think? I'm curious to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, as I feel like it's cheating, but there's that little bit of doubt. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to Actman TV for more awesome content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Actman signing out. Peace.